Can we start with the news today, the new signing, Duffus from Bromley? What can you tell us about him?
Yeah, very much like the profile of what we brought in previously. Jonah Youngo obviously has got the injury, John O'Beek has picked up a bad one as well, so very much in the same profile. They're very, very difficult to find, physical strikers who are maybe capable of playing wide as well, will carry the ball, will compete physically, but Courtney's one that's been on the radar for a while. It's the last thing that we want anyone to think is that we've jumped into anything or there's any desperation, in the same way as Jonah had been on the profile for a long while when we were up at Motherwell as well. So it's actually worked out well. We needed something, and someone we know, we like, we have already known and had a relationship with them, and luckily we've been able to do the deal. So we're excited. He started today, looked fresh, looked sharp, so hopefully he'll be in the squad for the weekend.
He's obviously got Football League experience. What qualities will he bring?
Just that target side of things, and obviously Cole's done fantastic. He's been tremendous in everything he's done, not just the goals. He's been a target for everything we've done, so we can't expect him to play 50-60 games on his own. We will have two in every position everywhere else, so we've wanted Courtney to come in, fight for his place obviously, but try and make an impact. Initially it might be off the bench until he gets his minutes up and things like that, but we've so many games, we've the Papa John's, we've obviously the Preston game coming up as well. We're going to try and get him in, and ideally maybe he can play anywhere across the front three as well. So a big boy who can move, can hold the ball up, and hopefully can get on the score sheet.
So he's available for the weekend?
Yeah, so he's in the mix now. Obviously we have, it's great, we had Delaney and Aaron Wildig training today. They've obviously been eased back in, Gibson's back in the grass as well. So we're back to having a very competitive squad. We obviously have the two serious injuries, so there'll be some people left out of the squad, so they're discussions we're having at the minute, but he's definitely in the mix, so we'll see what happens.
You've got a lot of options, haven't you? A lot of opportunity to change the formation, change the system, to play two up top, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, and I think you see that with the Blackburn performance, second half Blackburn. It's something that we always, when we came in pre-season at Motherwell, the manager had a lot of joy with 3-5-2 initially when he went in, and then changed to 4-3-3 in the last couple of years. So it's one of these things where we want to have that option. We want to have that string to our bow. We have a lot of quality centre halves. We have people capable of playing wing back. Obviously our midfield stands for itself as well. So it's one of them where a little bit of flexibility makes you a little bit maybe tougher to prepare for. Clubs won't know what they're going to get, and then obviously within games like we did against Blackburn, maybe we can mix it up and get a positive change.
18 summer signings, not many clubs have made that many additions, have they?
Yeah, no, it was busy. We the first day we came in, we knew the job. Listen, we came in, we sat down, there was only 3 players actually signed, I think it was, so Sam, Aaron, and I think it was Andre, goalkeeper, were the 3 on the books. So other than that, we knew we were going to retain a portion of the players, but obviously everyone was waiting. So we obviously knew some of the boys, but we had to get to know them first and foremost, make the offers and get working hard. It was busy, because even to get all the boys retained was difficult. When you don't have a relationship with them first, you don't have a relationship with their agent, they're all looking for reassurances going forward. And so we did some fantastic business. We were delighted that the list of players that we wanted to retain, first and foremost, was what we wanted. We wanted to keep the core of last year. We wanted to build on a little bit of positivity, enthusiasm from last season, and then sprinkle quality. 18's a lot. You look at it on paper, 18's a lot, but you have to do it. You have to compete, and no disrespect to some of the boys who were here last season, but we were a League 2 team that weren't expected to do much last year under Derek, and the boys and Derek and the staff did fantastic, but there's another level now, and hopefully some of the boys who've come in have proven that they have the quality.
Do you feel like you've taken Morecambe to the next level even early on in the season?
Well, I think, listen, some people will get carried away with the fact that when we went to Ipswich, we probably should have won the game in the end, but it's one of them where it's only a positive start. It can turn quite quickly, and you can be 3 or 4 without a win, and it might be draws and things like that. But I think the boys have bought in, that we have a good blend of youth and experience. We have a lot of boys who are ambitious, that want to kick on, they want to go to the next level, and the big thing is they're coachable. They want to listen, they want to learn, they're true to the system and true to what we're trying to do. If we do it as a collective, we have a chance of doing something decent. If people try and be individuals, we won't have the quality for that. And you've seen that so far. Everyone in our performances, win, lose or draw, we've been at it together. The other night it was a gust of wind is the difference between us drawing with one of the top sides in the division. So hopefully we can make a mark, but we won't be getting too excited too early.
Just on the gust of wind, how well has the goalkeeper responded? He's had a good start. He's only a teenager, but how hopeful are you of a really good season from him?
Yeah, and listen, it was a tough decision as well because Kyle was fantastic in the games in pre-season as well, and obviously brings experience. But no, Jakob, he's bounced back. He's a happy-go-lucky kind of guy anyway. But I thought he was brilliant. I thought all night he was fantastic. There was a swirly wind. He'll be disappointed in it, but ultimately when you have an 18, 19-year-old goalkeeper, they're going to make the odd mistake. That's part of the course, so you have to expect that. You have to almost anticipate it and, you know, deal with it. And it's like anything, we can't get too high, can't get too low. He'll learn from it, he'll develop, but he's bounced back already. He's out there this morning on training and he's excited and he's looking forward to the weekend again.
Do you expect more incomings before the deadline?
Unless we get any more injuries. No, injuries is the thing. So we were pretty much we were done in theory a couple of weeks ago, and then we had little knocks and little injuries, and then the serious ones which you have to deal with. If it's different, if the likes of Delaney and Gibson are only going to be 10 days, 2 weeks, but no, I think the numbers we have now are about right. We have everybody competitive. You've seen that with the little bit of rotation we've done so far. That's not because we want to tinker with it for the sake of it. It's because we genuinely have quality in all those positions, and it's a case of take one out, put one in, and you don't lose much. You get enthusiasm, you get fresh legs, and that's what we want. We're not at a club where we want to have 30 players. We want to have a nice close-knit squad. They all get on well, they're all competitive, they all know they're maybe only a week away from getting back in the team. So hopefully, touch wood, that nobody else falls over anything in the street or anything, and we have a fully fit squad for the weekend, besides the 2 major injuries, obviously.
Do you foresee any outgoings before the end of the window?
Not at the minute, no. I don't think there's anything that we're looking at. We're happy with the squad as is. As I said, we have a good balance in terms of positional. There's some young players, there's obviously been some players that have been looked at, but at the minute we're happy with what we have, we're ambitious going forward, and everyone's bought in, so that's the main thing. It's different if you had people that didn't think they'd get a game or wanted away for any reason, but everyone's bought into what we're trying to do.
How pleased have you been with Cole Stockton? He's been a real important player for this club over the last couple of years. How good a striker is he in your mind?
I think he's very, very underrated. I think it's great now he's getting the credit he deserves. Performance against the likes of Ipswich, performances against Blackburn, but I think he's a throwback type of striker. He is almost the old school style, but he must be horrible to play against. Like he's a bull in terms of his strength, but he has real quality as well, which you see in his goals against Ipswich. Composure, quality on the ball, and a good finisher. So I'm delighted just for him because he's a nice fella as well, and you like to see good people get the rewards. Maybe question marks about him jumping up to this level, but he's shown that he's more than capable, and I think a good lot of the boys have done that. Maybe haven't proven previously that they can play in League One, but Cole and a good lot of the boys are showing, do you know what, they're more than comfortable and hopefully can kick on again.
The fans have enjoyed it so far. How good has it been to see the increase in the attendances at home and particularly away from home as well?
Yeah, like I was actually mentioning to the manager after the Blackburn game, I said that to my knowledge when I was here in 2008 as a player, I think it was maybe 1,500 was the attendance's maximum. So the fact that there was nearly 1,000 people on a Tuesday night at Blackburn, I know there's enthusiasm early in the season, but and having over 4,000 the other night is remarkable, I think, for this club. And I think a lot of people who've been here for years, from speaking to Barry and different people in the academy, you couldn't have foreseen this. So it's fantastic, but we need to keep it going. We need them. We'll need their backing. You see, even getting beat the other night, like the boys come off still high, still happy from it because they basically got a standing ovation coming off, and I think they deserved it from the effort they put in against the top side. So we'll need that. We're going to have tough moments. We're going to lose a few in the bounce. We're going to go on good runs, but it's going to be an up and down season. And if they are bought in and they keep supporting us like that, they could be the difference for us. And that's it's something we can't understate.
How do you feel about facing Gillingham at the weekend? They're without a win so far.
Tough. Listen, it's a very, very tough game, and everyone will say, "Oh, every team in this league is tough," but there will be. From our point of view, we're coming in as still a lot of people's favourites to finish bottom of the league or second bottom of the league. So we're always battling that. We don't mind that. That's fine. Gillingham are proven. They know what they're all about. They're very, very difficult to play against. They're a very physical side. They're very bought into their way of playing, their style of playing. It's a tough place to go, a long journey, but. Well, listen, we're quietly confident. We go into every game, as I said, rather than the other night, I think they'll be right up there. They're a good side, and we still win. We thought we can win this game. So I don't think we'll go with fear to anybody, but we obviously have to have a realism as well that we know our expectation, we know our level, and can we perform to the best we have, and then see what happens.
And Gillingham have one of the most experienced managers in the league, Steve Evans. Yeah,
proven again. So it's been fantastic from my point of view as a young coach. You're coming up against fantastic coaches already in Cook and Cotterill, different people like that as well. It's amazing to see how they go about it. Everyone's different in terms of their style, but you know that he's going to have his team organised, they're going to be hard to beat, they're going to fight for him, they're going to run for him. So if we get any points down there, it's going to be earned and we'll deserve it coming back up the road.
It must be a great feeling for yourself and the coaching staff to be able to really, you know, put your skills into this squad and really help the club kick on to that next level.
Yeah, and I think that was one of the main things we sat down at the start when we looked at the potential pool of players. Everyone says, oh, it's really difficult when you have nobody on the books, but we were lucky that when it's a bit of a blank slate, you can try and get in coachable people who want to listen and want to learn, and that's the key. We want to come to work, try and improve people, try and help them, try and make their dreams come true, try and, in the nicest way, we're not Man United, so if someone does fantastically well, like Gomez and things like that, then they get bought and they go again. Fantastic. Changes their life, changes their families' lives. We can have a small little part of that, fantastic, and the club will benefit along the way as well. So that was the main thing, and that's what we've got, a good bunch of lads who will work hard and are coachable. So hopefully we can only improve as we go forward.
Good luck on Saturday.
Thanks, mate.
Very much.